Welcome, family, to another Astro Bros Talk Show where we talk sports. Today, we got an exciting show for you guys. NBA this week was live. I telling you, the teams played very well. They were very competitive against each other, and to be honest, the matchups that we predicted on were pretty close as well. Some very good games. So, got to give a shout out to my boy Rayvon and Hakeem for choosing those matchups. They were very good and very exciting, and it shook up a little bit inside the standings that we have going on with the Astro Bros as well. But a little housekeeping before we get started into today's show. Make sure you like that video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel in order to see every single new post that comes out. And share some fun with your friends, people. We definitely would appreciate that. And of course, before we start, we gotta check out what's going on with the Astro Bros. We're busy. I spoke to them earlier, but hey, Rayvon, what's up, man? How was it?
Well, you get a little a busy week, a busy day so far, but we here, right? We here nonetheless, so
We here, buddy.
are ready for everything.
Nice. Hakeem, how was the week, my brother?
It was good, man. Be live. I hope you see that Lakers home Knicks. LeBron.
Pounding. I didn't know about
Pounding.
pounding, but hey, we can get into it for sure.
For sure.
So yeah, peoples. We can start off the show by talking about our matchups for last week. So first up, we had Nets versus Suns. Honestly, I don't know what Hakim was thinking choosing Nets. I don't know if he had a lapse in concentration or something, but he's the only person out of the Astro Bros that chose Nets. If you want to catch up on the predictions, you could follow us on Instagram at Astro Bros. But yeah, Hakim, talk to us about that prediction, man. Why did you
Uh,
go for Nets over
I
Suns?
I really believe Curry and Harden could just pull it home. Curry, they're both for dancing, but I just don't believe in the Suns as much. You know, they say the sun rises in the east, and we Phoenix in the west, but I was hoping they would come over the east, Brooklyn Nets. But we get on that thing. Get on that thing.
I don't know about your predictions, bro.
Yeah,
Right one. All the other guys voted for Suns. Obviously, the Suns have been playing very good basketball throughout. So to the rest of the cast, it was a no-brainer, to be honest, to
they,
choose the Suns.
they,
You see if they get out to the final Western Conference finals.
who's stopping them right now? I would like to hear. I would like to hear who it is that you have stopping them right now, cause that is
Go
easy.
to,
Who
go to see our Lakers. Man. Go to see our Lakers.
or
Come on,
who
man.
Lakers.
or
Our
who?
Lakers. I said, if Lakers getting,
Oh my
we're
god!
going all the way.
I
We're
can't
going
believe
all
them
the
words
way.
just come with you, Mo. Or Lakers.
We won last night, though. We won last night.
And that's you win last night out of how much all the games before.
We
Come
started a
on,
new
man.
page. We started a new page from last night.
All right, that's on you. I can keep an eye on that. I can remember
For
that you say
sure.
so.
Yeah,
For
yep.
I
sure.
can remember that you say that. Um,
Mine's recorded too, so
exactly.
he
We
can't
got
back
we
on
got
that.
video evidence, not just photo, not just
Yeah,
audible,
everything.
both.
Live evidence.
Exactly. But I
Yeah,
don't know how Hakim could say that he ain't really sure with the Suns. At this point, if you ain't sure with the Suns, you gotta rethink where you watching basketball because them is the most complete team at the moment. As I said last week, from top down, every single position. Point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, everybody. They got somebody at every single position that could do what that team set out to do at the best of their abilities and beyond
But
too.
they ain't got that winners mentality.
We talking
Remember
about
that.
winners mentality. You,
They ain't
a
got that.
team, a team,
Who
a
wanted
team that barely,
that what?
that barely know breaking to double digit losses don't got a winner's mentality. 40 something games,
Who
just
wanted
over the
who
halfway of
wanted
the
who
season,
on their team
and they
know
make a
how to
winning
win teams
mentality.
like who on the team know how to win the NBA championship?
At the on the pace that they're going on at the end of this year, they might come back and you and tell you, tell me what you feel
we
now.
thought
Let me show you how
we
I
thought
feel.
so last year too.
We
We
talked
thought
so
so
last
last year
year,
too.
yeah, we talked so
We
last
thought
year,
so
but they
last
get
year.
closer than anybody else. They get way closer than anybody, closer than Lakers. Oh, in the first round.
for sure, for sure.
LeBron got four, but just remember that.
All
We'll
right,
see.
All
that ain't
right.
got nothing to do with it.
Keep tuned.
Oh, hey,
um,
wait till you know. The Suns has the most efficient team. Them team, they got a machine. That's what we would call it, a machine. They're like a well-oiled robot. It doing everything that it's supposed to do when it's supposed to do it,
They
especially in
put in
four
gasoline.
quarters.
They put in gasoline in a diesel engine. What do you
Nope,
mean?
nope, not
Yeah,
at all. Because if that was the case, then
yeah.
would be what 20, 24, and 27.
They
That's
must
what
use
the
that.
Lakers is, no?
They must use
Shots fired.
Exactly.
Anyways, though, we can move on to the next prediction that we had for last week, which is Lakers versus Clippers. A very, very close game. I'm not going to lie. I
no,
went on a Hail Mary and I chose Clippers, and I was the only one out
Yeah.
of the group that got that one correct.
Yeah.
So,
you
did
know,
did you guys get to see that game this week or?
Um,
all I'll say, right? LeBron didn't play that game. AD had a monster
he did.
performance. But, they were missing. LeBron was out, and they still lost by 1 point. Still very encouraging. AD's back to himself. He's looking like he's back to himself,
Yeah.
which is great to see. I dropped 30 points, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're definitely on the rise. So that's all I say for that.
Um,
On the race? Okay.
I don't know. Reggie Jackson, since he going to the Lakers, turn into some sort of
Clippers,
yeah, to
Clippers.
the Clippers. Sorry, to the Clippers, turn into some sort of uh, I don't know. He turned into this souped up version of himself. Like
Yeah,
he's like if all the big stars are, or even when they're in, he's that one guy that at any point could get you that bucket. And
yeah,
that at the end of that game, he just show you that he's that guy when the cookies are on the table. So
yeah.
like,
I agree.
it was kind of funny too. I don't know if you guys saw the clip. How he,
We
how he,
hopping,
yeah, when he
hopping.
hop, when he hop
Take it down.
into the
Yeah, man,
game winning
hopping.
basket. Like it was a
Yeah,
joke. He was laughing at the Lakers. Um,
yeah.
It
I
was
saw that.
close though, because if
yeah,
AD's last shot would have dropped,
yeah,
or if the refs would have called a foul, you know how
yeah,
refs could be.
exactly,
Refs could call anything they feel like when they're ready.
exactly.
Lakers could have definitely had a good chance at coming away with the
Yeah, and
win as well.
it was all the way but down, truthfully. So
Yeah,
Yeah. And to
they
and
add to what
I don't
what
think
Rahman said,
Clippers had any of their yeah. I don't think Clippers had much of their stars playing. To be honest, most of their
much.
guys are out on injury.
Yeah,
Well,
Kawhi is
any
out.
then yeah.
Kawhi is
I
out.
think
Dwight
Kawhi's out for the
Howard,
And Paul
season.
George
Is
is
it?
out. Yeah, yeah, for right now. But they're
Yeah,
hoping that he comes back before the playoffs. But I don't
yeah.
know. I think at this point you could just chop it up to being out for the season for right now.
I mean, Sir started off pretty strong. You know, his presence was felt early on, and but
created a surge.
it only lasts. Yeah, it only lasts like a quarter and a half or so.
Yeah,
Like it didn't last too long.
correct.
But yeah, it was a good game nonetheless. Moving on, Sixers versus Mavs. I think this was the most exciting game out of the three, to be honest, to watch Embiid and Donkovic go head to
Don't get
head.
you. Don't you?
Yeah, Doncic, sorry, go head to head in this game. Um Embiid didn't have any answers. And my prediction was kind of withered away at that like probably in the last part of the second quarter, my prediction was gone. I don't think 76ers had much of a chance after seeing how Luca was playing. What are your guys' thoughts?
I would say Doncic played well, of course. Yeah, I think he got like 30 points. I think he had
Just
a,
well?
yeah, he played great. As
Oh,
you
thank you.
triple double, a 30-piece triple double. But if you look on his team, he had a lot of help as well too. If I'm not mistaken, I think he got
Yeah,
20 from Reggie Bullock, as well as 19 from Jalen Brunson. So he got some help, but it was just Joel Embiid. Get
but
the
some of those points that he, I guess, quote unquote, got help from was the fact that he ditched out a lot of those points.
assists.
Yeah,
He,
I
he
mean,
did. He did. Yeah, he did. I think he had about was it 10 assists? I think yeah. He had a good set of yeah
15 assists.
15 assists
that is
actually.
crazy.
Yeah, bro.
He
15.
was finding people.
Yeah, he was.
He was on Google with the
Yeah,
finds.
it's true.
Jeez.
Yeah, but Joel needed some more help. Tobias Harris, he didn't play well. He had like 13 points. He was a little cold, and although it's a star-driven league, you still need those, I guess, below second-tier stars to contribute as well too, as well as the role.
Um, I,
Supporting
I
players
I would
definitely
say
come.
that Tyrese Maxey has been there like kind of second star for the time right now. Steph Curry, he and Steph Curry interchanging in those roles, but yeah, they weren't that great. He did. It's not that it's not that they were inefficient or anything like that. They weren't as assertive as they needed to be in order to get out of a win with that game. And seeing that the Dallas actually was pretty good on defense, really and truly, and that's been their calling card since the turn of the year,
Yeah,
surprisingly, and
yeah,
it surprised a lot of people. But that has been their calling card, and they did a good job on NBA, would say, for the most part, as good as a job as you could do. He didn't have as good a shooting night as he has been having for the past few weeks, not even just days, weeks.
right. Yeah,
Let's
He
do a
still put
bad
up
game.
27 at the end of the day, but like he was limited to some extent, and the rest of the team weren't able to find their own groove. I think the Dallas just played better defense and had a better offensive
definitely.
execution at the end of the day. Truthfully, so I think that's big
Yeah,
props to Luca on that win.
for sure. So, just a quick recap on the points. We got your boy right in the lead with 17. Cody in second with 15. Myself trailing behind closely. Not quite there yet. I think I have 14 or so.
I think
14,
it was
13.
14. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's 14.
pretty close behind Cody,
Yeah.
coming for that second place spot, buddy. And Hakim with no points last week. Like it was atrocious. My God, it started off with a horrible prediction when that's versus Suns,
You could have
and
that could
it
have been the
just
easy. That's easy
yeah,
points.
like you could have easily get
Marathon.
1 point.
It's a marathon on a sprint. You
Not this.
can, you can.
We'll see. I don't know who's gonna catch Ray one with these predictions anytime soon, but he gotta got like 2 bad weeks in order for somebody to catch him.
That's
So
right, and
yeah,
I don't see it happening. So
she hear the man
don't
talking
see it happening.
We gonna put bonus quarter, 3 quarters way through.
for the
Bonus.
man to get even more points. You crazy?
The funny thing is, I would have been further, but I did so bad on the Christmas ones. I only
Yeah,
got 1 point out of the Christmas ones.
yeah,
One
yeah.
single
That's true.
point.
That's true. But I mean, everyone did bad, so I
I
guess.
did.
Well,
I
yeah,
got
yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got
That's
4
true.
points.
Yeah. Big at yourself, man. Big at yourself.
For sure.
All right, so we can dive into our main discussion for this week. Let's start off with the Lakers because I know that this is a topic that Hakim wanted to talk about. And granted, they've played few good games, just a few. But are they back? Are they back in groove? Are they going to be in winning form from those past couple of games? I mean, they went overtime against the Knicks. In my opinion, I don't think they're in form per se, but hey, I want to hear from you guys. Let
Hell
me start with
yeah.
Rayvon. Let me start with
Oh,
Rayvon on
hey,
this one.
hey,
I feel, I can just say this out front. Every fan of an NBA team is delirious behind that NBA team, and Hakim is just an example of that. But he can't. I can't expect no better. That's fair. This man come and say that the Suns. He ain't see the Suns do it yet. He can't believe the Suns. The Suns is 40 something and 10 or something like that, and the Lakers is 20 whatever and 29 or 27. How much ever losses? They got more losses than wins.
Yeah.
And he's saying, "Oh, this one game is a turnaround." I don't see how on earth this could represent any turnaround. The only thing that I could see that is positive for the Lakers is Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis has been playing out of his mind, but the team's still in it. Anthony Davis averaging 30 something over the last few games that he come back, and they're still ain't winning. They're still ain't winning at a consistent level. So I don't see why you could think that this win over the Knicks, the Knicks of all teams, is not a win over the Suns. It's not a win over, let's say, the Bulls. Even with the Bulls ain't really at their full strength either. But ain't a win over the Warriors. And actually, if you got a chance at that come Saturday night, I think the Warriors playing at the Lakers Saturday night or Friday night. But it's not a win over one of the big teams. So how you can say a win over the Knicks is a sign of turnaround for this team. Explain to me
plus,
that.
plus, to just to add to that, the Knicks on the other side of the country, so that's not even within their conference. So I don't see exactly why
And
why
you're
Hakim would
talking,
say that. But we can hear from the man himself. We can hear from the man himself.
all right,
Explain this.
so first thing, a win is a win. Overtime or not, we won the game. 120 to 115. And these are the positives here. LeBron is back with injury. He played outstanding. Got a triple double. 29, 10 assists, 13 rebounds. He was dishing them out, played outstanding. Anthony Davis is finally showing signs of being back to his old self. The bubble Anthony Davis is playing at a high level. He contributed some major points as well. 17 rebounds. You know what we've been lacking? That rebounding presence for Anthony Davis. He showed why he is an all-star player. We finally found another potential star. Malik Monk has been playing well. He dropped 29 points. Look, we didn't need to do anything else but score. The man has 0 rebounds and 2 assists, but 20. The man came to score buckets, defend buckets. We needed somebody who could play point instead of LeBron. To ease LeBron's load instead of the current ball. Russell didn't have a good night, but that's okay. But Malik Monk, we're trying to transition Malik Monk into that role there. He played outstanding. So I think we won again conference. Yeah, it was overtime, but all of our stars played well, minus Russ. But we tried trade anyway. But
This is the one that, but all of a sudden you can trade a trading, and this is the one that you say, oh, after the All Star break, it's proven that
Yeah.
Russ is turned into this super player.
if we could get Ben, we get Ben. But that's neither here nor there. The team showed their colors. They didn't go down. They didn't give up. So watch my words. We coming back. We coming back.
I see. Yo, my point stands because I can't see it yet. I have to be convinced. I need to see a trail of W's in the form stat for Lakers
It's true.
before I could put my, I guess, faith and trust in Lakers to actually perform against these West teams. Because honestly, the league right now playing some good competitive basketball. I watched Pacers versus Bulls, and that was exciting. That was a good game, and I don't see how Lakers can come back from it too soon. But if they do, I'm gonna have to, give you your props. But based on that last prediction week that you had and all the things you've been saying, I can't take nothing you say right now seriously. To be honest,
One prediction, one bye week. Oh my gosh, Hanson.
yeah, but the thing is that week was horrible, right? The obvious you didn't get, like you went against. Well, I don't know what was in your mind, but I'm not going to stress that too much. I'm not going to stay on that too much. Peoples, that's been it for the first segment. We're going to come back shortly, so stay tuned. Don't forget, if you haven't already, click that like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back. See you. We are back, people. to talk more basketball. Like I said, it's been an exciting basketball week last week, and I'm pretty sure that everyone's looking forward to this week coming. But for our discussion, we're going to talk about the Brooklyn Nets. We know the big three in Brooklyn at the beginning of the season was KD, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving. A lot has happened that caused these three not to be in sync for the entire season. We had COVID protocols and stuff, keeping Kyrie out for a little bit. We had injury, keeping Kevin Durant out for the last few games so far. And then we're hearing rumors, I guess, that James Harden wants out or he wants to be traded. What do you guys think? Do you think this team is going to fall apart, or you think somehow they're going to get it together and these three could play again and I guess do something special in the East?
Well, let me go first here. So my take on it, this team was assembled, three amazingly talented players, all with one intention, to win a championship. This is their now third season together, and they're no closer to this than when they were apart. So if they don't win this year, I think the team's gonna be dismantled. Harden is clearly, Harden looks annoyed. He doesn't look back at himself. We know his situation with Kyrie being unable to play away games, and his contract is also coming to the end, so he's not been offered the extension. So the odds of him returning, if he is not vaccinated, looking slim to none. Harden also, I think this is his last year on the contract. I think he signed a 2 year deal, 2 or 3 year deal, if I'm not mistaken. He's out. He wants to be in a winning team, and he's definitely annoyed. All the reports have been saying that no, at the end of the day, wins overshadow everything. They're in six in the East. They're in six. This team is better than six, right? So if they make it the playoffs, or they should make it the playoffs. If they do well and they actually win, they might come back. If they don't, I think that's it for sure. It's about win, ring or nothing. That's that mentality right now.
Fair enough. Wave one, any thoughts?
Okay, so you know everything that you hear don't be true.
Yeah.
It's basically a rumor saying that it came out probably from the I feel it was instigated by the 76ers because they're saying that they're planning to wait until Harden becomes available because they believe he will become available due to what's going on out there, so that they could do
Hmm.
that trade for him for Ben Simmons, etc., etc., etc. So I feel
Okay.
as though they want to kind of stir the pot, saying that um, the Nets are making Harden available in trade talks. Which I generally don't think that that's the case, truthfully.
Hmm.
Because I watched Harden talk about it because there was a report before what the big one that came out afterwards about
Yeah.
him being frustrated and what's not and possibly thinking about looking to move to another team in the off season, which is possible. But he explained himself. He said like you heard reports, but you didn't hear anything from me, which is which is fair. And he was like, yes, he's frustrated, but frustrated to know the fact that they're such a good team on paper, but it's not translating into the wins. Yes, they are such a seed, but they should be better than the way that they are now, and they aren't. So
Hmm.
that's really frustrating coming. Um, Even though he's saying that, yeah, it ain't come from here. Like him saying that just still makes me feel like it will inevitably be brought because of the situation with Kyrie that we already know. And I feel like that's
Hmm.
something that he was kind of hinting at because like how they could be the best year could be if Kyrie only playing half the games. You know what I'm saying? And
Correct.
he ain't signed on for this. He ain't signed on for Kyrie to be playing half the games.
Yeah.
Truthfully, obviously he don't got control over if KD get hurt or not, which is fine. Um, but he ain't signed up for that. And
Great.
I feel like he's a man that I feel like he can stick it through the season, see how he plays, and if it don't plays to his favor at the end of the playoffs or wherever they make their exit at the playoffs, whether that's in the finals, holding the trophy, or sometime before not holding the trophy, he will make his decision from there. But I don't think that is the case. And Steve Nash did come out and say today that they're not trading James Harden. That he spoke with James Harden and they're not trading James Harden. So all
Okay.
those
So
rumors officially debunked at that point. Well, I can't
yeah,
say so
yeah.
because it's the NBA. Anything can happen.
Yeah,
Truthfully,
I was about to say, like, in
anything
the
can happen.
NBA, we know for sure that NBA players might not reveal their true intentions too early.
Yeah.
That I'm pretty sure Was it Paul George that said, "I am committed to
Yeah,
stay in London," and 2 2 is my man gone to
exactly. The
Paris.
man
And
gonna
he says
do
this all
win.
the time, you know. He says this all the time. So I won't be surprised he's getting the word out through other sources. So by the end, it's really dependent on, as we said, wins. If it's if they don't win the championship or at least make it out to the west, sorry, the east, he's gone. I be surprised, unless some things happen. Kerry gets into vaccinations and everything come together, but there's a good potential he could be gone.
Yeah. So my thing is, I feel like at this point, what should the Nets do? I would say, and I feel like if there's anybody to
It's the best
trade,
situation.
yeah, like if there's anybody to trade, I feel like they might end up trading Kyrie, if anything, because um, at the end
Who
of
would
the
have
day,
carried for? Trade Kerry for Ben?
I don't know. That's the thing. Who want to take Kyrie right now?
Right. That's
I mean, a lot of teams,
that's the whole situation.
I guess the question is who would take Curry as on a winning team.
Yeah.
Like if you need a team that needs a star, regardless, then you take Curry. But if you're really looking to contend for a
The
championship
Pacers could take Kyrie right now.
and give up, who would they give up? Give
Well,
Huh?
up
I
Sabonis,
don't know, but I mean,
Sabonis and Miles
if
Turner
Lawrence.
probably.
I mean,
That's not
if nobody else wants him, but I guess they could live with having him for the half of the season games. I guess
But that's the thing. He
they
might
could
be able
take
to
him.
play all the games at the Pacers because they don't have the man there in their state that in New York. How does if
Yeah,
you get what
there's
he's
that
saying?
too.
Yeah, so he might be able
Yeah,
to play all the games. But I don't think why would Kyrie the players got saying it too late. Why would they want to go to
yeah,
the
yeah.
players? Some
Obviously.
some players like players of that cachet that's got to say ain't tell me where to go.
Yeah,
Uh, like why would I want to go to the Pacers? Like that's not beneficial for me. So, but I don't know, man. The Nets are in the
that's probably
organization.
like the last straw, maybe.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
organization in a tough spot with that. But I feel like
yeah.
that they're not focusing on that right now. They're focusing on the present and just dealing with what they have to deal with. And it's a creative comeback, and then they will make their adjustments after the postseason. So I don't think the Nets doing anything with their big three. Maybe things on the margin. Maybe they might look to get somebody for LaMarcus Aldridge or somebody like that, um, or somebody else. Try to boost the team's um, players or trade some players to boost the team on a whole. Um, to
like a star
make it
power.
better, yeah, to make it better as they're going through the regular season. So we see how that
I
goes.
had grab myself. I said Bogdanovich, but I meant Malcolm Brogdon from Pacers.
I don't think they need another. I feel like James Harden, Kyrie, and
Durant.
KD, yeah, is enough on the wing. You need somebody on the inside. I feel like if they could try. I don't see how they would get Miles Turner, but that's something that they should be targeting for this trade deadline right now. Miles Turner or maybe even Sabonis. I don't know. Maybe not Sabonis, less Sabonis, but Miles Turner more on the defensive end. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Who's
And like we're talking trades and stuff like that. So based on today's news, Levert being traded for Rubio, after coming off of a sick game against the Bulls, a
yeah,
42-point craze.
yeah. Miles was
Yo,
cooking.
that man was more than cooking though.
Yeah,
That man was in it.
yeah.
And to be honest, I felt like people slept on his talent since he left Nets. We know what he did for the Nets in the playoffs a couple years ago or what's not. I can't remember how long ago it
I
was,
think it was
but
2018 or so.
yeah, something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
but he's been playing good basketball and it showed against the Bulls. Now he's being traded. What are your thoughts on that trade? Do you think it makes sense? What is in store for Levert
I
having to join, I guess, Jared Allen and
I think that
Kevin
is
Love and the crew?
I think that's a great trade, truthfully, because from
A
my
great trade
perspective,
for who?
for the Cavaliers,
Oh, for the
perfect.
Cavs. Okay. Yeah.
I sorry for Rubio, but Rubio is out for the season.
Mhm.
Rubio ain't come into play, so why not get somebody that can actually play for Rubio? And I don't feel like they love Rubio on team. Rubio was playing great on that Cavaliers team. He's part of the reason why they are where they are right now. But he got hurt,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Seems an ending injury. Can't do anything about that, really and truly. So what they do
Mhm.
is try to get somebody that can help them to win now. And Levert could definitely help them to win now. When I look at the Cavaliers, I always say, all right, this is a good team. All right, but at the end of the game, who I can who I can go to get me a bucket, and
Hmm.
they just got that guy.
Yeah,
They just got
yeah.
that guy.
Colin Sexton is still on our team.
No, he's on the team, but he's hurt also. That's the thing.
He's up as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like it's only on the perimeter. The only real creator is Darius Garland. So now you got a second creator, not necessarily a point guard, but somebody that could create their own shot and occasionally create for others. Said Darius Garland and the twin towers Mobley and Allen. So now
Yeah.
you got some firepower on offense that could keep you in the games, along with a strong defense, and that's be their thing. Their defense has been way ahead of their offense, and they've been many games where their offense have struggled, especially when Darius Garland was not able to produce for them. So now you got somebody that
Hmm.
could produce for himself and for others, easy, perfect. Great trade for the Cavaliers. I'm glad to see it. I feel like this just boost their opportunity to keep more noise in the playoffs. So I think you should watch out for the team.
Yeah. So you think like with this trade, Cat Cavaliers would definitely up their seed in the East?
Yeah, the ugly
I,
seed. I don't think seed is a big factor right now, but I feel
Hmm.
like when they get the playoffs,
yeah,
their success in the playoffs will be on the preface of this trade.
I mean,
yeah,
first things first, Levert got a gel with the team.
Yeah, true.
Um, he's not going to be the player that he was at the Pacers in terms of his role and I guess the mandate that he would have had to take on at the Pacers. A lot of that I think would be lifted because he has a lot of support now, and it's just finding a way to mesh that with the existing Cavaliers that is there already being successful.
Yeah.
Hakeem, thoughts?
I'm just surprised that Pacers traded him. I mean, did they trade him? Did they trade for Ricky Rubio and some draft picks, or was just
Um, I didn't get the
just
full details, but I could try to find them.
because
There's more
because
details for
they
it.
traded a man who's balling for a man who's injured. I'm just like, and yeah, I think Ricky Rubio is more of a pass first oriented point guard, but at the same time, I'm just surprised. But it's definitely a great trade for Cavaliers. I agree with everything everyone said. I don't think it'll help much with seeding, because right now the Bulls, Heat, and Bucks above Cavaliers. It's going to be hard to surpass either of those three teams, especially Miami's been playing standing as of late, and they got back Bam and Jimmy Butler. But picture all around, I'm happy. I'm happy for the Cavaliers. Happy for
Some injury prone guys.
Oh, yeah, a bit, but not really Butler. Those guys are actually pretty durable. Butler, and Bam are really sturdy players. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm happy to see Cavaliers back in a winning form. They've been, just keep it simple, not good, trash when LeBron's not there. So I'm happy. I'm happy for the Cavaliers.
Okay.
Fair, fair.
So just to
Any other yeah, go ahead, go
yeah,
ahead.
just to fill you in on the pick situation. So Levert is going to the Cavaliers along with a 2022 second round pick to the Cavaliers also, and the Pacers are getting yeah the Pacers are getting Ricky Rubio, a lottery protected first round pick for this year, and then two
Mhm.
second round picks also from this year. So they gained three
That makes
picks.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
Ricky
makes
Rubio
sense.
three picks, Levert one pick, all the picks from this year, and I think it's just an indication that the Pacers are planning to go on a rebuild phase. So they're probably going to get
Yeah.
rid of all the players that they have. Well, majority of the
Except for
better
Malcolm Brogdon,
players.
I'd be surprised. I'd be
No,
surprised.
they might trade Brogdon too and just start fresh with a fresh.
Brogdon's quite young though.
Not really. He's one of the older young players in the league, kinda, because he came in like I think he did like 3 years of college or something like that at least. He's one of those guys that came in a little bit later compared to guys
Yeah,
that
yeah,
come
he's
in at
actually,
19.
he's actually 29. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's actually
exactly.
29.
Yeah.
Any other teams you guys think need a trade that would definitely elevate their game right now?
I let Hakim go on this one. I sure he got somebody in money.
He got a
Yeah,
Ben
everyone
Simmons,
says,
the Lakers, and ditch out Russell.
oh, yeah,
We don't want
that'd be
Russell.
great. That'd be great. We need that defensive presence. I would definitely, in a heartbeat, I would take out Russ. But if Russ stays, I still believe his 180 is going to happen sooner than later. But
You
it's
hope.
sooner than later. But I still think Ben Simmons would be more of an asset to this team rather than Russ. But we're actually playing better. You know that Russ isn't really on the ball as much, and sitting on the bench and look for. But we're actually playing a little better. So we'll see. That's one trade I would definitely make for sure.
Any others, or you just care about
He
Lakers
just
at
care
this
about
point?
Lakers.
To be
Um,
fair, yeah, I don't think there's nothing that's coming to mind at this point in time. But really, I think I want the Lakers to win. Point blank. Point blank.
Fair enough. That's fair. Right, one. I know you're
um,
the specialist on this panel, so
I feel like the Cavaliers essentially covered a need that I would have probably identified that they would have needed heading
mhm.
into the trade deadline. Who else could do with a trade? I feel like people that are looking to get people to make them teams better. Just looking from that perspective. Uh,
Clippers
I
probably
feel
need to
like
trade somehow.
who?
Clippers probably need to trade
But
somehow.
they did do a trade. The Clippers traded they traded with Portland. They got Norman Powell and Robert Covington.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
Yeah, which ups their team to me. I don't
yeah,
know, maybe not for this season, but when Kawhi and Paul George come back, that's two good pickups from
yeah.
the thing. I don't know what the hell the Blazers
You
was
got
thinking.
three guys now on
Yeah.
Clippers that was on that championship team
Oh
from
yeah, that's
Toronto
true.
Raptors on on Clippers going at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
And Robert Covington is a good piece to put with those guys. Um, I don't know what the hell the Blazers was doing or is doing. I don't know if they can plan to trade DM at this point because that who they got back Eric Bledsoe and Justice Winslow and a rookie like I think Keon Johnson or something like that. Um, what are you doing? I don't even know. Truthfully, like that don't make no sense to me.
They
DMC
got
is
to do.
DMC that this team is not built to win,
And they
and the
make it weaker.
man gonna make it worse.
Make it weaker.
So I don't
Like
know what they're doing.
you don't feel that Dame would have had a say in who they should get, being the star player on that side.
I'd be very
Yeah,
surprised.
all star players is
If he
happy.
did or if he didn't.
Yeah, I feel like
No,
all
I'd be
star
surprised.
players just get a loop or a scoop on what's going on. If they're
Mhm.
looking to bring a player or don't bring a player. So yeah.
Probably
So
got scooped, but
it's either
he
that
probably didn't have a
his
say.
Mhm.
yeah, is either that his input was weak or like just
Yeah,
acknowledge as
him,
or yeah, at least we ask you first and and not like just outright went and do stupidness.
Mhm.
But
their man must have come from head office and say, yo, them, you trading spares here. You know, there, but it is what it is. It's no, yeah. Because,
like a heads up.
yeah, like, he ain't really asking permission. He just said, yeah, this is what we doing, you know. I made a phrase like a question, but it was already a done deal, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd be very surprised if DM signed off on that.
I don't know.
You don't think there's another place for Damien to go?
Um,
Woo!
they can go a
Any team
lot of
will, any
places.
team will love
Truthfully,
him.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
any team will love him.
Exactly. So
Philadelphia could definitely do with him.
yeah, I would like to see them
We
on,
trade
on the
Ben
Ooh,
Simmons straight
Sixers.
up.
Yeah,
Sixers.
yeah.
Of course, you know, Laker. That
Nah,
was
you can't trade Ben Simmons for Dame straight up. You gotta be Ben
I
Simmons
mean, I
and
mean, I
some
mean,
for Dame. Yeah,
a couple more, and a couple more picks, maybe a couple more picks. But
yeah.
I would definitely take out. But wait, you have to also look at it too, right? Ben Simmons is still fairly a young player. He still has to reach his peak. Dame is still in his peak, but he's gonna start declining. He could possibly start declining just now. He's not like he's a young player per se.
I agree.
So if you look at the future for the
the man
present,
could be a LeBron. You never know.
nah, come on, bro. Only one LeBron. Come on, son.
You know that no touchy. You know that no touchy
Yeah, well,
super.
he
but
heart no drop.
Yeah,
any team could do a game. You would honestly look great on a Golden State. I think it'd be hard to make a dynamics work. You have to like if it was to go as a
Nah,
I don't know who they would trade for
I think that's a waste to be honest.
I could put Dame on the
if
Knicks.
with Julius Randle.
Knicks.
That would do well too. That would do well. That's a big stage too. I think that would go well. Big market team.
Yep,
Yeah, that would go well. That would do well. That would do well for sure.
Money for New York.
that's true. I could think about another team before we get too carried away.
Celtics.
Yeah.
Celtics. That's literally
Gee.
connection, boy.
Celtics.
These
So well,
Celtics need to trade for somebody
Yeah.
else.
I would
Like
take. I would take away Jalen Brown. See if you got Tatum.
man, no, be no. How can what
You
you
want a more
Keep
defensive? You want a more defensive player?
It's not about the more defensive player. Do not break up Jason and Tatum. Anybody else around it could. Anybody else around
Nah,
there can move. Well,
who you gonna take?
you got
Who gonna?
two. You got two. Let me say top
What
40
would,
players. You got two top 40 players. What you want to break the 40 players for?
I'm not. I wouldn't want to do it, but who was going to take? Who does the Celtics have to offer that you could just give them the game? The game is a free
That's
agent.
the issue.
You gotta give away half of the team. You gotta give away Marcus Smart, Shooter, and who's they gonna give away to? I can't remember who's they gonna team that Alford and a couple picks. They were gonna give it about half of the team to get the game. Unless
Right?
they offer to them.
And that ain't even enough. They gonna give you like four picks.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Facts.
wait, so I didn't hear Kemba in this trading conversation.
But
Like,
Campbell was
Kemba,
already
Kemba,
there.
Kemba, Kemba.
Kyrie come
Yeah,
from that
Kemba did already,
team.
but
no, no, no. I don't mean to
Oh,
Celtics. I
oh,
mean
oh.
in general.
but Kemba is not playing well. So he's been injury prone the last couple seasons. He's creating a reputation like I would say almost like a James Harden or Slurs like three. You know, CP3 gets injured a lot, especially in playoffs.
Hmm.
So uh, if Kemba was still in Charlotte, Charlotte Kemba, yeah, I'd probably take him for sure. But he's been falling off.
Hmm, that's fair. That's fair. So, would you guys say that does it for I guess the trades that you guys were thinking of
Yeah,
as it relates to yeah, yeah,
I don't.
Yeah,
I can't think of any teams off the top of my head, but there are going to
yeah.
be some teams that are looking to get better. There are going to be some teams that are looking to get worse, and we can see the Pacers probably a lot going into the trade deadline. We might see Atlanta maybe making a move, even though I can say right now their chemistry has been pretty good. They might still look to shake things up a little bit because they are struggling for so much of the season. The Celtics we already mentioned. I feel like Dallas needs to do something too to help them everybody keeps saying it helped the Lord offer Luca. I would like Kristaps to get healthy. Kristaps could never stay healthy. I like the Sixers to move Ben Simmons, but I don't think they can do that because they're being stubborn. So is he. Um, I think that's pretty much it. All the other teams are pretty set. I don't think the Warriors need to do anything. I don't think
yeah,
the Suns need to do anything at the moment. All the other big teams pretty good. The Nets might get involved in some things on the margins as I see it. The Bulls just need to get those guys healthy. The Cavaliers already made their move, and I think it was a good one. Uh,
yeah.
the Jazz may
Might
do
just gonna go
something.
through the whole
Yeah,
list.
yeah, the Jazz may do the just quick hitters. The
Yeah,
Jazz may do
yeah.
something.
Go for it, buddy.
The
Yeah,
Jazz may do something. I know they got a little rift between.
Hurt the
The,
Jazz.
yeah, the Jazz been a little bit underwhelming to say the least. But their two best players have been out for
Yeah, I
extended
think
time.
so.
Yeah,
It's a yeah.
I don't think the Raptors may do anything. They've got a pretty set team, but they might do something on the margins again. Um, I don't think the Grizzlies can do anything
Yeah.
either. The Grizzlies have been a cohesive unit. I don't think they want to offset that. Maybe on the margins again, like bench players or something like that. But even their bench,
Pelicans might do something, you know, because Pelicans they're just one game off of the playing tournament.
right? So they might do something to try to help them to at least get the playing. And
Exactly.
we see the Blazers trying to make moves, but I don't think they have been beneficial. The Lakers can definitely do something. Might be on the margins again, but we shall see.
nice,
Yeah.
nice. So before we close this out, let me talk about the All Star I guess pool that the captains have to pick from. Are do you guys agree with the pool? Is there some player that should be in the pool and some player that I guess you should kick out before we get into seeing who you think LeBron and KD would pick for their All
The
Star team?
mellow ball should be in the reserve.
Uh,
Mellow ball. I would take out, to be honest, I would take out Chris Middleton.
okay, I can't
Or
argue with that.
yeah, I would take out Chris Middleton. Yeah. All right, even James Harden, to be honest, I don't understand what James going.
What do
James
you
is
mean, big man?
wait. James is a quality player, but he's not had the best of
All
seasons.
right,
Come
but
on.
this is the thing, right? The thing about James Harden. James Harden is so good that he not even he's 100% sub, and the man is still an all star, and you can't deny that. Don't come with that, man, Hakeem.
The man, he's a talented player, but
He's not option to
half
take
the
out.
season, the man been half. I understand the market for sales, but if you want to inform, I would take him out. I would take him, or even Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum has been the team struggling. I would go put in Tatum, but that's just me though. But I would put in Lamelo.
But
If I'm not mistaken,
is about all star two is more individual prowess
talent
than
as well.
team. Yes, team is considered, but the weight placed on the individual production is greater than that. Like for
Mhm.
example, I mean, Yeah, everybody here on a winning team actually. I can't pick somebody.
Not
Except Trey Young.
and Tatum struggling too.
But they're above 500 though. The only player on the team that's not above 500 is Trey Young. So I gotta agree with you though. Like if there's anybody I would take out, it's Chris Middleton because I don't understand. I forget what Chris Middleton is truthfully. Like
Yeah.
what? I probably would do Lamelo too if anything. On the West, I can't think about anybody like the reserves that came from the West. I think it was pretty solid. I can't think
I
about
could have
anybody.
you could have put in what is no I can't remember his name.
Anthony Edwards.
Yes, Anthony Edwards. You
But
could have
who
put
you
him in.
would take out? The only boy I could say that we could take out is Wiggins, but Wiggins been playing good, truthfully. I don't think
He's a
Wiggins.
starter.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like I don't see if Wiggins wasn't a starter, I would have probably taken out Wiggins. But he already get his
Look,
starter spot.
if I'm not mistaken, right? I mean, you need defensive players as well too. But Donovan Mitchell's been hurt. He's probably gonna
Yeah,
replace
he come
anyway.
back. He came back. He played.
He came back already.
Yeah, he played last night. I dropped like 23, 27 on 8 on 10 shots or something. Man was cooking.
Jamal Green is. Well, I don't even know how Jamal Green is made his All Star team. To be honest, he's played. Yeah, you can't tell me, right? He made his team on his individual skills. But right now he averages 7.9 points. He averaging 7 assists
But
and 7 rebounds.
but it's on his
Yeah,
individual skill.
he's on a winning team, but come on, man. I would take out him and put in
Nah, be like All right, Draymond. I don't know if we're Draymond should. I don't know if he should have
Anthony
been the All
Edwards
Stars.
is a walking highlight.
That's my thing. But he got a chance to make it. I don't know if he can make it. But Draymond already said that he ain't playing in the All Star game, so they gotta get a replacement for him. But I don't know if they can do it per position because Draymond is a forward.
Yeah,
Anthony
yeah,
Edwards is not a forward. He's a shooting guard.
yeah,
So if
yeah.
that's the case, then he might not get to it, and they might put in somebody like who the freak they would put in? Might put in Brandon Ingram or somebody. So
Ah,
and he don't to me he don't deserve to be in, but they will put him because he's a
yeah,
forward.
I can't find out.
He's the
I
next
can't.
best solo production forward that they got. I guess we saying. So I don't know. But Draymond can get there because everybody knows Draymond's importance. Everybody, the fans know it, the players know it, the coaches know it, the media know it. Draymond is going to get there, even though his numbers might look pedestrian. We know that
He, will- he in a
Slow and
wheelchair.
steady.
He in a wheelchair.
literally.
No, no. He even walking.
Like,
He in a
but
wheelchair.
but I don't know. I his impact is cannot be. We all understand that his impact cannot be
Yeah, quantified.
yeah quantified, and that's the reason why the man earned this spot. Like, and you can't argue with that. Like,
So put in Marcus Smart, eh? You could rather put in Marcus Smart. They basically do the same thing.
no, be
Jamal Green is better at it,
yeah.
but they basically do the same thing.
Uh, on offense and defense, defensive player of the year, the best team in the league, best playmaker. Nah, nah.
Not playmaker. But again, defensive player of the league.
What?
He won that once, right? He
Yeah,
won it twice.
yeah.
But
Once.
I mean,
To be honest, I watch a lot of Warriors games, and I feel like Draymond should be defensive player of the year before he got injured and was out for so long because he was locking at everybody,
he does run
anything.
defense. He does run
Yeah,
defense. He does run defense.
he must be all over the court. All over the court. Or you got Chris Paul, or I could take Chris Paul too. Or you got Embiid. I could
Ah,
take Embiid.
Embiid's already. He didn't make the team.
What are you talking about?
You said Embiid for what? Because
All
No,
star.
I was just saying like if Draymond was playing deep, an example of Draymond locking at everybody, he could lock up from Chris Paul back to Embiid.
okay, I
Yeah,
understand.
like
Yeah.
come on, man.
So
You
who
can't
you
lock
think?
up Embiid. That's a tough. That's a tough. That's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I could say so kind of, but he can play exceptional defense on Embiid also. Maybe not lock him up, because I don't think anybody could really lock up Embiid like that.
That's a strong word.
You don't got
Jamal
somebody
only
to
6'7".
yeah. You don't
Jamal
got
only
somebody to like
6'7".
hold on Embiid. Embiid is a big boy.
My man Jamal Raffia. Raffia
Nah.
injured. He saw 2 games out. So let me move on though. That was some good insight. So I give you guys kudos for that. Who you think would be Durant's top 5 to pick?
You go first,
Well,
everyone.
4, sorry, because it's like starting his fight. So
Um,
All right.
I think
He
Durant is
don't.
going to pick
He don't
his.
pay James
Yeah,
Harden.
he
He
can
don't
fit
pay
his.
James Harden. Yeah.
He
I'll get
can fit his
Harden
James
first.
Harden. That's
I'll
for
get
sure.
someone to pay Harden first.
Or
I'll pay
then,
Harden first.
like, he might not pick you first, but he can pick James Harden because it's late.
Uh,
All right.
if you don't pick him first,
That would be
he
a
might not get
slap.
him. He might not
Yeah.
get him.
Yeah.
If you don't pick him first, he might not get him.
So you think I don't think LeBron can pick James Harden first?
Nah, LeBron,
No,
but you
no,
never know. But LeBron pick Steph Curry.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, that's for sure. We know that LeBron can
Steph
pick
Curry going
Steph.
first.
That's for sure, without a
First.
doubt.
I think
If he gets the first pick.
I think whoever get the first pick going try to get
Yeah, Steph.
Steph.
That's
Yeah.
that's
But
common sense right there.
then let's be saying. So then if he picks Steph first, Giannis and get probably get picked by Durant.
I think that's
Giannis
it.
and
I
Steph
think
going to the same team.
yeah.
So you probably pick Giannis and then Harden available. So if you don't pick Harden first, you get it. You get him.
Fair enough.
You don't get him.
All
Fair
right,
enough.
let me get out of the nuances and how this thing
All
might
right, so
go and
there.
how
Let me
who
call
would
Kevin
get
Durant
picked
five,
first.
top
Yeah.
five.
Boom. Mhm.
James Harden, Giannis,
Yep.
uh, John Morant, and Embiid. Wait, that's four. Wait, James Harden, Giannis,
Yeah, that's
John
only four.
Morant, Embiid, and
Well, that's 40.
And
no, no,
Durant B, that's the
oh
first
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah, that's true.
All right.
But I thinking that because I thinking that he ain't playing, he might not play because he's still
Oh,
injured.
okay,
So
okay. Choose,
yeah,
choose, choose, choose a substitute for Durant then.
um, I feel like Durant would pick to replace he might pick. Oh, he might pick Jimmy Butler, man. I guess maybe.
Pick
I don't
Jimmy
know.
buckets.
All right. Let me tell you
I'm
what
confident
feel
now.
LeBron would do.
No, we want Durant first.
Who?
Who you think that
We
Durant
want
can pick?
who you think Durant gonna pick first.
Durant
You
first?
always
Alright.
want to skip to LeBron. I tell you, Hakeem is the definition.
He's a bronsexual. That's what it's called. Him.
Yo, yo,
Bronsexuals.
the man's
Alright.
LeBron 6, big man.
So
T-shirt,
Durant.
funny jersey, behind him, 100. The man's LeBron 6. Man.
Alright.
Let me get Durant
Alright.
first, buddy.
All right. So Durant first. I think Durant will honestly pick. Very first pick. I think he's a little Harden. I really think he's a little Harden. Then he probably go. If Steph is on the move, why can't? All right, let's say his top five. If everything's reasonable,
Yeah.
his first fight first. Giannis, Steph, James Harden.
Ooh, it tough, ain't it?
And Zach Levine.
All right.
Giannis, Steph, Harden, and Zach Levine.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Giannis hold the paint. He be in the paint as well too. Steph put it on the threes. Maybe not Zach Levine. Yeah, Harden. Yeah.
Harden for trees.
Yeah. And probably Zach Levine. If not Zach Levine, we put in. I can't see him picking Jamal Green. I just can't see it. Not as the first option. Yeah, I think that's the team here.
All right, we can get back to LeBron's top 5 before we close off the show. We're going to take a quick break. People think about it, put it in the comment section. But when we come back, you're going to hear the Astro Bros picks for LeBron's All-Star team. You'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, peoples. Now we're gonna get LeBron James All Star top five, well top four because he's healthy and he'll most likely play. So let me start off with Hakim because we know he'll be itching to get at LeBron's top five. So LeBron plus who, Hakim? Who you got?
Steph, Jokic, CP3.
Hakeem. That's what you would
I
like
read
to hear.
it. I read
I see you there. I see you there.
No worry, Hakim give me on the jersey. They back.
Steph, Jokic, um, Carl Anthony, Carl Anthony Towns, and probably CP3.
You know what's interesting with
Yeah.
these picks? Anyways, let me get to Rayvon's first before I say anything. Go ahead, Rayvon. Who you got for LeBron's Nets four?
Same star. I feel like LeBron can pick Steph. I think he can pick Jokic also. But if he
Mm,
could, he would pick John Morant. That's for sure.
yeah,
Um, and if not, he can pick Trey Young. So that's four.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel like them is the top four on his list.
top four.
Yeah.
What was interesting about your guys' pick is that nobody mentioned DeMar DeRozan. And that is crazy to me, the way how this man's been playing throughout the league. But I guess in an all-star sense,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
You want players that could generate players that can be like ooh ah whoa. You know what I'm saying?
DeMar is the man. You see
But
that?
I
no, no,
guess,
no,
You
no,
see?
no.
but not on a consistent basis. Like that would be
But
like
it's all-star.
Yes, but we
It's
say top. We say
all-star.
we say
I,
top four though. We say top four. And
yeah.
you got Steph. Steph. We
but
got.
that's who you need in the top four. You need excitement in the top
But it's
four.
not.
You
But
don't
you
need trees
most
in the top four.
importantly, most
Unless
importantly, you
Steph
need
Curry
to
can
win.
come out. Listen, unless Steph Curry can come out and shoot from the halfway line
Which is what
and
he
He
drain a
does.
does.
Yeah.
tree,
He does. He does.
he ain't gonna
Steph.
do that like that.
How you mean the
Yo,
last
An
All Star
all-star
games?
game.
Like the
The
he
last
all-star
one,
he
game.
the man was
he, he
Yeah,
taking
ain't
game
gonna
this.
was.
Yeah.
he ain't
Yeah,
gonna do
game
that
was
like
going
that.
crazy.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna do that like that. Anyways, you guys should have put my boy DeRozan inside at least one of them top five teams.
You
At
gotta remember,
least
right?
one.
The more you gotta remember, right? The
You,
more
you guys got four teams without DeMar DeRozan in it, and this man was on the roster for the first All Star picks. And I don't believe you guys left out my man DeMar DeRozan. When I
because you gotta
heard
look at
me,
LeBron has his type of. LeBron is gonna create a team, right? Where the players are positioned. They have certain positions and attributes that complement each other. He likes to. He needs a shooter. He needs somebody who's gonna shoot. Steph is gonna
yo,
shoot crazy. You need a.
in the first half, in the
You need a
first
big
half of an
man.
All Star game, I feel like DeRozan will bring it. Even even in game plays, like normal season plays, this man is bringing. I share a clip with you guys over the like during the week, during last week with this man dunking on the guy, and that's not the first one. Demar is known for this kind of stuff when he get in the zone, and I think on the All
I,
Star stage, my man Demar would have bring it. I just disappointed.
I,
That's all. To be honest,
I,
I just
I,
disappointed.
I agree. He's gonna, yeah, but he's gonna probably rotate. He can't. No one's gonna pick. In my opinion, the one's not gonna pick tomorrow. Let's Steph or Jokic first. You need a. You need if you could pick a small team, all smalls, yeah, sure. They need a big man. You can't create a team that's only comprised of small players. Demar's not a huge player. He needs a Jokic or Embiid. He needs some physically dominant,
Yeah.
tall, big. So he got
Or
Steph
Cat
first. He's
or
gonna hit
Gobert.
first. Yeah, exactly. So if you get Steph first, Steph and Jokic, he like people who can pass the ball.
Mhm.
Jokic
Exactly.
passing. So you gotta go with Jokic. And then after that is just, who you want to bring.
Mhm.
You need somebody to get a one
He
shot.
could pass the ball himself though. Like
But he's not
LeBron could do that.
but LeBron tries to play high minutes in the All-Star game. Come on now, it's an All-Star game. He got a championship to win.
Exactly my point is an All-Star game, so
He
my
got a
boy should
championship,
be
he got a championship to win. A lot of players remember Jimmy Butler, it was last, I think it was 2 seasons.
he got a
Yeah, 2 seasons ago he
championship
even
to win.
played.
Jimmy Butler said, I'm not playing. I got to use a period of rest because what matters is the championship. Yeah, that was bubble year. He got to the finals that year. That was a bubble year. So, All-Star game is the oohs and ahs, but ain't bringing the wins.
That's why DeMar should
Bringing
be
the
for
win.
Ooze and Ahs. Yo, talking about Ooze and Ahs, this is just a little, I guess, segue. Well, not a segue because we're not going to talk about it, but I saw Ja Morant do a round the back pass that had a defender head going places for a
Kerfuffle.
setup. No, yo, Anyways, I had to get my out there.
Hmm.
Anyways, I mean, based on the picks that you, other than not having Demar in there, I don't have any other issues with the picks that you guys make. The only thing is that's not going to happen because you guys call Steph for both sides in all four teams. So Steph
What?
made all four
Hey,
teams
Nah, I
for you
actually no. I
guys.
didn't call Steph for. Did it? I called Steph for Durant.
I'm pretty sure you
I
did.
can't, I don't,
Oh, I
I
don't
can't
think
recall
so.
that.
Yeah, I don't think it
Oh,
did. Mm-hmm.
anyways, um, that's cool. But let's transition to our picks for this week and the matchups that we have going on. So, peoples, if you want to get involved in these predictions, definitely follow us on at Hastro Bros on Instagram. But the first game we got is Suns versus Bulls. This is a good game in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not gonna go first. I want to see what you guys have to say because you guys are more experts than me, and then I'll try to make my decision based on that. Coming out clean.
Easy. Suns. Straight off your bat. I ain't betting against the Suns. So if you choose that, that's up to you.
Akeem, you can do the same thing that you do last time. You
Now
can
this
bet
I feel
against
like
the
this one is a
Suns.
little bit more difficult to decide.
Pull
Yeah.
ups, pull up selector. We gonna run with the Bulls.
All right.
Ah, we might go with the Bulls. You may not give me no sort of information. Man, just choose like, right off the bat. All right. Based on what happened last week, I can try to give you a layman's type analysis here. Um, Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks did a very good job and had a convincing victory against the Suns. No, based on how the Suns was playing, that's just a setback. Like that's a loss that would happen in the I guess runnings
A
for
schedule
the wins
loss.
that they've
Let's
had.
say that.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
schedule
schedule
loss.
loss.
Yeah, yeah, I like that term. Um, but Bulls had a tough time, I would say, against Pacers, which is pretty interesting. But that's credit to Levert and his I guess dominating play in that game, scoring 42 points. But I don't know. The, I want to go with Suns, but I feel like Bulls bring something that could definitely give them a run for their money. And saying that Hakim choose Bulls, I, I kind of
Well,
worry.
you want to go against me?
Yeah,
But
I kind of
I got that truck mentality.
uh, I
That
kind of
truck
worry.
consistency.
Like your prediction form is awful right now, and I was actually thinking about Bulls earlier, but you mentioned wasn't like I gotta rethink this. Um, I actually want to catch Ray one. So
Well, if you
yo,
want to be the
this one
best,
tough. This one tough. I wanna
you-
be the
exactly.
very. Come on, Chris Paul, man. Just convince me that that was a schedule loss. Devin Booker was playing all his mind too in that game, so it wasn't like he had a horrible game. I I give him Suns, man.
And House
Sorry,
House
man.
folded.
And
I
it's,
got,
it's
I gotta go with Suns. I gotta go with Suns. The next one, Lakers versus Golden State. I
You
go
can
go
pencil in
first. Golden
Hakeem.
State.
Just pencil in Hakeem. You know, I am gonna
I
say.
go first. Golden State Warriors for me. I ain't see no hope for Lakers. Those wins that Hakim was talking about was I feel like the Knicks game was a fluke and Lakers ain't winning form yet, like I said before. So I going with Golden State. Hakim, who you we already know you got. Rayvon, who you got.
Um, I can pick the Golden State Warriors on one. I do think that this might be big more of a challenge than we think it is for the Golden State Warriors. Anthony
Wait, yeah, they
Davis,
coming up,
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I put my money on the
I
put
put
my
my
money
faith
on
in the
it. Yeah,
Splash Brothers,
yeah,
man.
correct.
I'm going to put it on the record. You never know where I want to go. I'm gonna go with Lakers today. You gotta put it on the record. You gotta put it on the record. I had to think about it, and I do believe it's a turnaround. I think Anthony Davis is all depending on Anthony Davis having a great game and Malik Monk. LeBron's gonna do LeBron stuff, but I think Steph is due for a full game, and that
The thing about it is, the thing about
winter
it
is
is the
coming.
Lakers got guard the perimeter, and they've been struggling to guard the perimeter. So that's where I think the Golden State has the edge, but they have the edge on the inside. The Lakers have the edge on the inside with Anthony Davis. So whichever two perform the best, the Splash Brothers versus Anthony Davis. That's what we see,
Yes,
and
yes,
LeBron too.
yes, we need Russ to disrupt as well too.
Yeah.
Ruskin to what?
We need Russ to disrupt.
Oh, you
Steph.
need him. Okay, okay.
Yeah, once he gets that fire, like that competitive edge where he feels like he needs to prove himself against certain players. Once he try to keep and maintain it to a certain extent, we think we have a chance. But Malik Monk is playing well. Let's need him and Davis. We good to go.
I think if Russ, LeBron, and Anthony Davis on the court at the same time, Lakers can have a hard time stopping Golden State. To be honest, but if they could find a good blend with AD and whoever the other supporting players are, whether it's gonna be Monk
Malik
and
Monk
LeBron
is
or whoever, yeah, I think
Austin
they'll
Reeves.
have a better. But I ain't putting my faith in Lakers for sure.
We
To
will
comment on what you had said though, if you had gone against Lakers, obviously everything that you would have said previously would have been null and void, right?
it's still
About them coming back.
it's
So
still
everybody in the stream and them grandmother knew that you were gonna pick Lakers anyway.
And their grandmother.
Um, we're gonna move to the next one, last and final one for this one. We got Cleveland versus Philadelphia. Now this is a good one. I feel like Jared Allen and his partners against Embiid. Is Embiid going to be slowing down? I don't know. Let me get your take on it, Hakeem. You're going to have
I'm gonna
first
go
picks
with
on the last one.
my
Great,
instinct,
buddy.
my mind tells me to go with Cavaliers because it's got Karis LeVert. But I think so. Sixers are going to bounce back from that loss that they suffered from the Mavs. I think they're going to Cleveland's going to try to find a way to gelling to for Levert to gel with their team. And I think it's going to pose some a bit of problems with their chemistry. Not going to be terrible, but I think it's going to pose slight problems. And they have lost some players at the end. Well, Ricky Rubio wasn't already playing, but I just think the chemistry is going to be a bit there. Going to try to force feed him a bit. So I got Sixers to capitalize on this gelling period here, and
But you
he's
don't
going
listen to this. You don't know between now and that game, the Sixers could get some white too that they might need to gel. So consider that. But I can tell you my pick. I got the Cavaliers to win this game.
Mhm.
Primarily on the fact that I feel
to.
that they got the personnel to stop Embiid. Jared Allen
Yep.
has been
Jared
one of
Allen,
the few
boy.
people that I could see that,
Mobley, that boy.
yeah, that has played as good as defense he could play on Embiid. Um, I mean, that could any given night that could go either way because he can end up in foul
Mhm.
trouble or something like that. But they have the bodies. They have a few big bodies that they could put on Embiid. Mobley not that big in terms of bulk.
Mhm.
He's long,
Jared
but
either.
Jared.
Jared just long too.
No, I feel like Jared got more
I think
size, more
Jared's
mass.
going
Yeah,
to
yeah,
A,
more mass
a
than
little bit,
yeah.
but he's still lanky, you know. Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I
I feel they got the
can't go
size to
wrong with
bother
Jared.
Embiid.
Yeah.
So basically,
Uh,
where you pick, if I get any right, you get all wrong. This is where you know.
If you want to put it like that, sure.
Must if you get anywhere, you get all wrong.
I mean,
How that math work out?
Like he pick opposite to me. I really
Every
pick,
single one,
yeah.
boy. It looking like three X's for you again this week, boy. Hakeem.
See,
Honestly though, for this one, um, you can't really go wrong. The only reason you go wrong is whoever come out on top, and it's not the person that you pick, in my opinion. Um, it could have been a schedule loss for 76ers, the same way it was for the Suns. Um, I I don't know, man. This one tough, but I think I think though after watching Cleveland, I know that the gelling period that Hakim had put in is a good consideration, and I'll give you props for putting that in. But if that's not working out in the game, they could definitely keep playing who they were playing and still have the same team there.
Yeah.
It's not like Ricky Rubio
Was
was
playing
playing and
exactly.
that was a situation that they had to, I guess, fix. But um, based on that and based on the fact that I think the energetic Cavs could definitely outrun Embiid in a way, I'll try to put my picks in Cavs for this one. But if you guys go with 76ers, that's not a bad pick. I'll
I ain't
just
pissed.
feel for you. No, no, no,
Oh,
not you,
oh,
not
oh.
not you. I was talking to audience at
Yeah,
that point.
yeah.
But if you guys pick 76ers, it's not a bad pick. We won't hold you for that, even though Hakeem pick it. I know, like, if you pick it because Hakeem pick it, then I will go a little concerned there. But other than, other than that,
We'll see.
76ers is a good pick too. But I hoping that this week the points get shake up a little bit, not at the top, but closer to. I want Hakeem six for not like 6 for 0 for Hakeem this week, people. Anyways, that's it for our picks. Hope you guys join us on Instagram and see what's going on there as well. We're gonna be posting some clips, posting some videos, trying to get active on the social media side of things. So like I said, for the third time, follow us at Hasher Bros on Instagram. And also like this video, subscribe to the channel. We definitely appreciate that. And share it with some of your friends who you think would enjoy some NBA content, some layman remarks from myself, and then some expert remarks from people like Rayvon and Hakeem. So without any further ado, we're just gonna find out from the Astro Bros if they have any other thing they want to say leading up into this week for the NBA games or league or whatever that's going on.
Well, just excited to see how the trades are going to shake up some of the teams. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's what we're looking forward to. The matchup should be fun. Um, I hope
But
Hakeem
I'm not
gets some.
even worried about the matchups,
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
The
yeah,
man is like, we did the picks. We know that's going to happen.
yeah.
And, I'm not more interested in the transfers and the trades and what's going on the
Uh,
other side of things.
that's leader's privilege. That's what we would call
Yeah,
it.
fair enough.
Hope
Fair
Hakeem,
enough.
Hakeem get some points so he can stay a little bit competitive. But the way how Nets be looking,
Nah, fam, nah,
the
because
way
I
how
ain't
Nets be
picked nothing
looking,
that Hakeem picked. So
exactly the way how Nets be
nah.
looking.
We shall see. We shall see.
We shall see. He might get one.
Yeah, probably. Hoping that he doesn't though, because that mean that I can lose one. So yeah, Hakeem. Any final remarks from you?
It's a marathon on a sprint.
What? What?
That sounded so weak.
It's a marathon on a sprint. Remember that. That's all I
Them
gotta
words
say.
barely come out him out.
Yeah, no, it was so weak.
That's all I gotta say.
He was
It's a marathon
he
on a
was not
sprint.
he was not convinced, man. He was not convincing at all. Anyways, people, thank you so much for watching.